Alright, so episode 1 of trying to vlog my day today. It's now Tuesday. Woke up Monday morning and said, right, we're going to start the vlog and we're going to start recording and documenting what I do in my week. And then you get stuck into work and nothing gets done on Monday, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way. But for the people that do care, if you don't care, that's fine. Enjoy whatever you do enjoy. People that do care, I'm going to start kind of vlogging, recording, documenting what I do day to day as a company director who owns more than one business. But yeah, I'm just going to be vlogging and documenting what I'm doing, and we'll kind of see how we get on from there. But yeah, it is Tuesday, it is just before lunchtime, so a day and a half of the week has already been and gone. But like lots of things, like the average person's health and fitness journey, you say you're going to start it Monday morning, something doesn't go to plan on the Monday, then you end up not doing it at all, and I don't want that to be the case. So we're just going to start on Tuesday lunchtime, and I'll update you on what I've done since Monday morning, because yesterday was actually quite a long day. So yeah, yesterday was a good day, first day back in the office with JC Sports as the core business, one that has the most staff, and yeah, normal things like managers meetings and normal day-to-day actions. But biggest event from yesterday was going down and seeing my new nursery acquisition. So last year I started JC Little Explorers, which is running nurseries for children between 1 and 4 years before school. We currently got 2 venues. First one we started from scratch, second one we acquired, and I'm just about to complete on our second acquisition, which is very exciting. Yesterday we had a meeting with my nursery manager at their new location. First time for her actually seeing the location, meeting the staff at the site that will still be the staff obviously when we take over, which is very, very useful. And yeah, really good meeting, really exciting. Nursery manager very excited about it for us. It will be our biggest nursery, and once we've actually completed and we are in, then I'll record a video showing around that as well. But yeah, good meeting with the current nursery manager in that setting, making sure they're comfortable with the transition and the acquisition, and going over any kind of finer details and smaller things. But yeah, it's a very big setting, very excited to show you guys, and we'll document the whole journey. Going to be quite a few changes in the setting. It's currently bright yellow inside, which I hate, so the first thing we're going to do is paint the whole setting. But yeah, currently he's got about 15 children a day, finishes at 4 o'clock every day, and it is term time only. So the first thing we're going to do in that setting is we're going to be extending those days 8 till 6, and we're going to be making it all year round. So not too sure how it's going to go, not too sure how easy or hard it's going to be. That and the other settings, we've got 2 settings that from September we're turning them from term time only to all year round, and we are extending the days, and I will document how the marketing and how the journey behind that goes. What else should I tell you on today? This morning we've got new cleaners in the office, which if you've ever tried to employ cleaners, it's a bloody nightmare. So that's a good thing. They've done a good job, and hopefully they turn up next week. If they do, that's a rarity for cleaners, and I'm a very happy man. But yeah, no, it's been a good day so far as well today. We've had a new wraparound call come in with a school in West Sussex, and arranged a meeting tomorrow, so I'll be going down tomorrow, meeting them at 10 o'clock. And yeah, been a good day so far. So it is now 3:05, and we are going to get home a little bit early today. Yesterday had a late finish, and I was home too late to see baby Luna, which normally I'm always home before bedtime. So it was a weird feeling. So yeah, today I'm going to get home a little bit early, spend some time with Cammy and Luna. And for people that don't know, Cammy is my beautiful wife, Luna is my gorgeous 6-month-old baby. Spend some time with the girls, and then I'll do a little bit of work later on. So, good afternoon at work. just organising bits and bobs. Whee. Anything to say to the camera, Lun? Say hi. Say hi. You like being on camera, don't you? You happy to see Daddy? Here she is. Here she is. Oh, that's good. It also stops Zach being so concerned about it all as well, isn't it? So. So I've just got off a call with an acquisition mentorship that I've signed up for online, and yeah, exciting. So for a little bit of context, we are just about to acquire our third preschool and nursery, and I've done this pretty much kind of without any major help advice along the way, but been acquiring very small settings, and now I've signed up for a bit of mentorship and support in which can help us then provide that guidance to go to the next level and effectively open the doors to acquire much larger preschools and nurseries. So at the moment we've been buying everything purely on capital. The next step will be looking at potentially buying freehold nurseries or larger leasehold nurseries, and then looking at how we can acquire through some different financing options, maybe some joint ventures, and just open the doors to bigger projects. So yeah, really good call. Very clear now on what we need, or what I need to do, and what the next steps are for us to generate our leads. So the plan now will be to go out, get leads, contact nurseries directly, looking at anyone who potentially is interested in selling, as well as going through brokers. So for anyone who's not bought a nursery before, looked into it, that there is a lot of nurseries for sale online and brokerage through Redwoods. There's another one that I've been looking at which I can't remember the name, but yeah, a little bit like most people have used Rightmove, a little bit like Rightmove. You can go on, you don't get obviously the nursery's name, but you get a rough location, rough idea of numbers, and then you can inquire, sign an NDA, and then get more information. But it really opened my eyes onto the possibility of in nurseries. In terms of why I'm interested in buying nurseries in comparison to setting them up from scratch, that maybe what somebody is thinking. And in essence, it's not that I'm not willing to start things from scratch. I am, and we did that with the first nursery, and obviously every business we've started. But with nurseries, if you need to go and simply just looking for a venue that is going to be up to standard and be suitable for a nursery, it's hard. There's not loads of buildings available, and we're always still looking for commercial buildings to rent, so we could potentially start a nursery from scratch. But even if you jump over the hurdle trying to find a building, whether that's renting, whether that's buying, and then what you may need to put into the building to make it worthwhile, if you acquire a setting, not only have you got the building, you've got the staff, you've got the business and the reputation of that setting, and it just jumps over so many of those hard hurdles, and it gets you straight onto what we want to be doing as a business, which is, you know, increasing what we're doing, increasing the amount of children that we're impacting, and it just removes some of that struggle and risk in essence. So, you know, we're about the setting we're about to complete on is a setting that is perfect in the space of kind of acquiring and looking to grow. They on average only have 15 kids a day. The setting itself is big enough for 50-60 kids a day. They've got all staff in place. They've got a setting manager in place. So there's no recruitment that needs to be done initially until we start growing it. Not only have we got the capacity to grow that setting, we also have the capacity to increase the timing. So they're pretty much doing 8:30 to 4. We'll turn a setting 8 till 6, and they're term time only, which is a killer. Not only are you missing out on, there's 13 weeks holiday, but all nurseries kind of close over Christmas and New Year, so you're missing out on another 11 weeks of work. Not only are you missing out on that, you're also massively limiting the parents that can attend your setting. So in the local area, if you're a parent that can't pick up your child by 4 o'clock and you need care during the holidays, you're not going to pick that setting, you're going to go somewhere else. So opening up that is going to be massive. That's what we're going to do over the summer period, and we're doing that across 2 of our settings. So one of our settings already is all year round. 2 of our settings, the ones we've acquired, are term time only with limited time in the day. Both of them over that summer period coming into September. That's going to be our major adjustment, is expanding the days, expanding the amount of weeks that we run, and then getting more children in the nursery. So on the back of coming off that Zoom, I've now got to switch from one business to another. I'm driving down to West Sussex, got a meeting with a business manager and a head teacher regarding services that JC Sports can provide their school. Main topic point is wraparound, but we'll discuss all of our services and see how we can help partner with their school. Right, so meeting at school went really well. Really well. Another wraparound club to add to our many new ones in West Sussex. Yeah, very good meeting. Went through all of what we could do, what we could offer the school. They've actually they're just about to start their breakfast club, and they wanted us to come in and do the after school provision. And we actually discussed a way to come to an agreement that we would then do both from September, which is much cleaner, both for all parties really. For us it's better because we get more work out of it, and it's a better relationship with the school. Better for the school because it means they've got to do no work, and it's better for parents because parents only then need to book in one place. So that was really good. Headed back to the office. Had a few meetings. I'm just popping out now to get a drink. But yeah, headed back to the office. There was 2 major car accidents on the same country road in different places, which made getting back to the office a nightmare. So it took a lot longer than expected, but no. Got back, had a meeting at midday regarding some potential business mentorship, but in terms of building out the systems and processes within our businesses, so as we scale, the ecosystem has the ability to cope with that, and we're ready for it. I'm looking for someone to help us build out those systems and processes. I've got an idea of what I'd want them to look like, but making sure they're put in place, they're implemented correctly, and it's something that's going to help us take us to the next level is something that'd be good to get, whether it's some mentorship, some consultancy on, because, you know, I've never been in the position of having a number of staff, a number of businesses that we're going to have in the next 12 months, and being prepared for that is key. So that was a good meeting, and then caught up with operations manager before he's gone down to school this afternoon. So yeah, good day. Let's go get some drinks to fuel the rest of the day. Right, so it is 5 to 6 on Wednesday. All done in the office. Shut that down there. All done in the office. A nice. Everybody was out of the office today. Everybody in school, which made it real nice and quiet. And I got myself in. I've just done a solid kind of 3 hours uninterrupted, purely focused on, thank you very much, purely focused on numbers and payroll. And I don't really know how other people feel when they do payroll. I feel like when you first start getting staff, it's quite exciting. You know, you may still struggle with cash flow and the stress that comes with that, but I feel like it's really exciting seeing your team grow in the early stages. And I feel like that changes at a certain point. I don't know when, and definitely now it's really, really daunting. You know, you're looking at an Excel spreadsheet, going through, sending the numbers over. So I don't do payroll myself. I just send over the numbers, the hours, and all that kind of stuff. And then the payroll team and the accountancy firm, they do everything their end for it. But just preparing the numbers to send over, it's just really daunting. Like, you know, when the number of people on payroll don't fit on your computer screen anymore, yeah, it's no longer exciting, and it's quite a daunting thing. And that's probably why month on month it's definitely something that I put off, and quite often leave to the last minute. So it's now Wednesday end of play and payday's on Friday, so that is a little bit sooner. Normally it's a Thursday task, and last 2 months it hasn't been. I've been much more on it. So when I send it over to the accountants today, the email I get back is, Jack, now you're a married man, you are a changed man. And somehow, me deciding not to put it off and me doing it a little bit sooner, my wife gets credit, which I'm sure she'll be buzzing about. And I love my wife, but it's got nothing to do with her. But no, that's all done. Heading home now. Get an hour with Luna and Cammy before we have to put Luna to bed.
Hello, Bobby. Dad is home. Hello. Have you had a good day? Are you trying to touch the camera? Oh, say hi to the vlog. Say hi. What do you have to say to the vlog? Say, my name's Luna.
Tonight's dinner is not going to plan. We've got Cammy special. What's it called, Cammy? You got bread milk, as Cammy calls it, which is mashed broccoli and breast milk. And Luna here is having none of it.
She hasn't even opened her mouth to try it because she would like
A
it.
carrot? She's having none of it. Let's try. What are we saying, Luna?
A little bit.
No?
Well, what about if we get the juice in her mouth? It's like, make her think she likes, like, that. Open. 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 Open.
Oh, we snuck it in. Was that good? Well, it wasn't terrible. Let's try again. Round 2 of milk.
Milk.
Oh. Puff. I'm gonna puff.
Milk. Yummy. Yummy. Now leave it down.
Oh. She's kept it in her mouth, hasn't it? Good girl. Oh. Is that good? Do you like bread milk? You do like bread milk? Tonight's dinner is prawn, chorizo, creamy pasta. Got myself in a pretty good morning routine of making sure I get up, make myself a huge thing of nice cold water. No excuse not to drink it. Cold water is so much easier to drink. And then also making myself an electrolyte drink, which I feel is definitely makes me feel good in the morning, and it helps hydrate me, because I do wake up feeling very dehydrated, probably because I drink most nights fizzy drink before bed, which I need to stop. But yeah, I'm pretty good in the mornings of making myself an electrolyte drink, making a big glass of nice cold water, and then I start the day really hydrated. I do got myself in a routine now of taking my vitamins, and I do feel a difference for that. I definitely do. If I don't take them for a day or two, I definitely feel the difference. The issue I'm having at the moment is I feel like I start my day really good. I wake up, get washed, changed, hydrate, take my vitamins, and then find that lunch is my kind of best meal of the day normally, and this is since holiday. Then seem to find that my day gets worse and worse in terms of nutrition, and end up on the sofa with some ice cream every evening. It's a bad habit, we need to get out of it, but we're a work in progress. Right, it is now 7:15 on Thursday morning. I'm on our way to drop the Mustang off to get the par fixed and meet up with Alan. Last night we had a nice email. So we had a head teacher at the school we work in currently, within JC Sports, email us to let us know that they have passed on our contact details and information, as well as providing us another head teacher's email address of someone that asked them who they'd recommend for a PPA and sports supervision provider. In essence, they recommended us, and we then have the head teacher's contact, which was very good. So they're looking to make a decision fast, so emailed straight away last night and asked for a meeting early next week, which was a nice way to end the day. Right, Thursday, 5:30. Just check the windows are shut. Yeah, not an exciting afternoon, and an afternoon where there's not a lot to show on the vlog, other than sat at a computer, working hard, making sure everything's ready for payday. Walking around the office, we have got many things being delivered. It's a very nice advertisement material. These are flyers for Easter camps, but they're being delivered 10 days before, well, not even 10 days, 8 days before the Easter camps start, which is obviously far too late, and that's something we need to address as a company. Something, as we are growing, things like this can very easily get missed. Back in the day when it was just me ordering them, or someone else just ordering them really close. When the team grows, it becomes different roles and responsibilities. So easy for things like this to slip through the cracks. We did have some problems getting these delivered and them turning up correctly. They turned up wrong the first time, in the sense of the printing company had done them wrong. Then the QR code on them was wrong, so that was done wrong by us internally. But now we've got these flyers, which are great if we've got them 6 weeks before. As a company, we need to do better, and yeah, I'll be seeing up a little bit more of the holiday camps directly for May and summer to ensure these things run a little bit smoother inside the team. Heading home now, but yeah, not lots of report. Sat in front of a computer all afternoon. Eyes feel like squares. Sure. It is 7:45 and it is a bloody grim morning in England. I don't understand why anybody would want to move to a sunny country. But yes, last Friday of the month, which means one thing: it is payday. And then the rest of the day, no plans to leave the office. It's a Friday and a busy one, so in terms of the vlog, won't be too exciting. But ooh, you've come around that bend far too fast, buddy.
Be careful on country roads, people. Some people can't drive. Yeah, so we've got a meeting with one of our nursery setting managers. That setting currently is a half day on a Friday, so when we're quiet, it's how it was set up. It's currently a half day on a Friday. Obviously, one of the things we will be changing, and she comes in every Friday for a meeting to catch up, run over how the week's been and set the plan for the week ahead. And need to order the flyers and booklets and bits to make sure they are delivered by Tuesday for the setting that we are acquiring. So the setting that we are acquiring, the parents are being communicated with today. Then we are going in for an open parents morning Wednesday morning to meet the parents, introduce ourselves, answer any questions. And the flyers and booklets will be sent to the parents today electronically in a PDF. We'll also need to order them so that we can give out physical copies. Another thing then the internal staff can do at the setting is any new parents or any parents that can't make it, or just any parents that lose it and have more questions, there's something physical for them to hand to the parents. When we acquired the first setting and it was kind of announced to the parents, and then we kind of said that because we announced it really far in advance, we then said close to the time we will meet up with the parents and do an open morning or open afternoon. In that time period there was a lot of panic, there was a lot of concerns, a lot of questions, and parents didn't choose to reach out. So despite the fact that we gave them all of our contact details and they had the ability to reach out, parents didn't choose to reach out, which then sent a little bit of concern around the parents. And that's one big thing we learned from that first acquisition, is making sure the transition is as smooth as possible, the parents feel as comfortable as possible, and reassured that our plan is, from acquiring the setting, is only to bring some fresh energy, make it better, grow the setting, provide it more resources. But understandably for a parent, if you don't know the individual or the company that's coming in, and that company isn't a big chain company, you can only base it on the information you've got, and if you feel like you haven't got enough information, then the panic can set in quite quick. So one thing we learned from the first acquisition, we really pushed on it hard, and making sure it'll be as smooth as possible. But very comfortable with this acquisition, in the sense of the last one we took over, when we acquired it, the manager then exited at the same time. This one, the manager is not, or the owner of the business is not the day-to-day manager of the setting. So in terms of the acquisition, what it would look like to the parents, what it would look like to the children, all the staff, including the setting manager, are staying exactly the same, which is great, and I think we'll set up for a much smoother transition. But the plan is to exchange next Friday, and then to formally complete next Friday, because we're waiting on that lease from the council. Then we got the 2-week Easter holiday, and we want things to stay as similar as possible and the same as possible. But the setting has bright yellow walls. I cannot describe it. It's a big setting with a lot of walls, and they are all bright yellow. So in Easter, the only thing I want us to achieve off the bat is to go in and just paint all the walls white. Then obviously put the display boards up, and the room will be nice and colourful still. But yeah, bright yellow walls is not a vibe. But I'll keep you updated. I will show you. Other than that, happy Friday.
Hey baby, are you okay there in your Nike outfit? Daddy hasn't vlogged all day. Hasn't said nothing. What have you got to say? It's the end of the week.
Thank God it's Friday because I get to spend time with Daddy.
Come here. We off to buy Mother's Day presents. Alright, me and Luna are off. We're in town, which is a rarity for us on a Saturday morning whilst it's busy. But as I like to leave everything until the last minute, we need to buy some Mother's Day gifts. See what we can find in the good old card factory.